Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I am a Whovian, and today I am reviewing Doctor Who, The Impossible Astronaut, and The Day of the Moon. So this is a two-parter from 2011. It is the Series 6 premiere. So basically the Doctor, Amy, Rory and River all come together and hang out and stuff in America until this unknown, impossible astronaut comes out of nowhere and kills the Doctor, only discovering that they all have letters all told to meet in a certain place, and the Doctor is also one of those people that receive it. So who sent them, and who was the old guy who appeared at when they burnt the Doctor's body after he was shot dead and killed during mid-regeneration? What was that about? Well, in this two-part story, they jump to the chase in this. We then go back to find out what the hell is going on, and we find that the moon landing is under threat by an unknown creatures named the Slience, which after you encounter them, you forget all about them. What are they? And then they come across other things like President Nixon, Area 51, and this strange little girl in the astronaut suit. And what's this about Amy saying she's pregnant and then all of a sudden she isn't? Well, that is a story arc from Series 6 about the pregnancy and who River Song is. So let's get on to the likes and dislikes about this one. First of all, I like Matt Smith. He was great in this as the Doctor as always. Karen Gillan, lovely as ever and was great. Arthur Darvill, I felt like he was more of a regular now, and he was part of the TARDIS team. And we also got Alex Kingston back, who was a reoccurring character throughout Matt Smith's run, River Song. I also liked Mark Sheppard, the guy who they got from Supernatural, who, if you watch Supernatural, you'll know him as Crowley in the show. In this, he played the character Canton Everett Delaware the Third. He was in this with them, co-starring, and yes. Who were these strange creatures called the Slience? All we know is they shot lightning from their weird fingers and they had eyes almost Slenderman-like. For a while, the Slience was a mystery, and that was something that played upon a lot during Matt Smith's era as the Doctor. What else do we like? I like the young actress they got for the girl who was inside the astronaut suit. Who was she? Now, a lot of people at the beginning of the series theorised that she is River as a little girl. Given the ending of this story, at the end of the Day of the Moon, she starts to regenerate, and we're like, what the hell? It was like a WTF moment. So this, was the start of a story arc in Series 6. What else did I like? I liked, the guy who they had for President Nixon. In this, who was he played by in this? Stuart Mulligan was President Nixon, and it was a very dark story as well. Yes, that's another thing I like, the dark tone it had. It was darker, it was more unsettling, and it was creepy in scenes. Like the scene where they're in the orphanage and they have no idea what's going on or what they've seen. And that's the thing with the Slience. You could look at them and yet not know what they are. You know, because the second you take your eyes off them, you forget all about them. They like erased from your head. And yeah, the Doctor had to get them exposed to the world. And they thought, where will the whole world be watching TV? The moon landing. And of course, everybody sees a Silent. But we forget. Yes, genetically altered that way. So, but I mean, back then the Silents only made their debut and they were a mystery. You know, what were they? You know, and that's what I liked about them. The mystique and the darkness and the unsettlingness of them. And the way they made that noise. I'm not doing the noise right. But yeah, the Silence. Very sinister indeed. Yeah, I liked the dark tones it had. And the fact that they actually went to America to film this. Now, in the past, they've just been in Cardiff, using green screen effects and everything to create the illusion that they're in America. But no, Stephen Moffat, and the team actually went all out to America to film this. Which I thought, you know, if you've got the budget, what the hell, right? Yeah, I liked, you know, that they were being very committed to making it not just look like America, but they actually went to America. So yeah, what else did I like? I like the character of Canton Everett Delaware, the third in this. He was, you know, the supporting character for this, and like I said, was played by Mark Sheppard, who I knew as Crowley. I liked his character. At first we thought, okay, in the second part we thought, okay, he's a traitor, he's deceived the Doctor, Amy and Rory, but was actually in on a whole scheme that the Doctor had planned, and they were there for months, and the Doctor had a beard, which is very rare, you know, the Doctor had a beard. No doubt she'll be getting one anytime soon, because the Doctor's a woman now. Excuse me. I also like that, for the old Delaware, they actually got Mark Sheppard's real-life dad to play the old version of him, William Morgan Sheppard. He played the old version of the Delaware in the scene where they meet, because when he meets them he says, "I won't be seeing you again, but you'll be seeing me again." I liked that line. I just liked how, because it was true, he didn't see them again, but they saw him again as a younger version. And yeah, so I like that. It was, you know, a good fit, you know, great how they did it and stuff. Yeah, fun. And yeah, it was weird hearing Mark Sheppard speak in a well, he's in an American show, as I said already. He's known for being Crowley in Supernatural, but yeah, he spoke American in this. Yeah, and it was just a great story. What I don't like is how, you know, the Doctor was about to regenerate and the astronaut shot him again. I was like, no, he still has a few more regenerations left. This was long before we knew of the whole War Doctor scenario and that the Doctor has no regenerations left. And we find out in the finale as well, you know, what that was all about. Maybe I should do a review on that at some point, the Series 6 finale, The Husband of River Song. In fact, I probably will. Yeah. What else did I like? Yeah, my dislikes now. One thing I didn't like was that the story at times got a bit complicated. You know, I found the stories a little bit complicated at times and a bit hard to get my head around, and that how they didn't make sense right away, but they did eventually. But that's the thing with Moffat's writing, it's always complicated at times and hinted with teasers and stuff. You know what Moffat was like as the lead writer and that. Okay, so what else can I tell you? I like the effects we had in this. The effects we had for Apollo 30, was it Apollo 9 or Apollo 8 or something? I can't remember. I know everyone should know about what ship it was on the moon landing and that, but you know, it's just, yeah. But the day of the moon, yeah, for all we know, we all saw that Silence and it's still there now on the footage of the moon landing, but we forget. Yes, we forget all about that. Okay, so I'm just rambling on now, so let's just, wrap this up. So, Doctor Who, The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon, it was an okay story. Great start to Series 6 on the first half. Second half got a little complicated, but was okay. So I'm going to give Doctor Who, The Impossible Astronaut and The Day of the Moon, I'm going to give it a... I'm giving this 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5 for The Impossible Astronaut and The Day of the Moon. So that has been my review on that two-parter. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think to this? Do you like this story? Yeah, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are down below in the description. So, I have been Davros, the Whovian. So until next time, run for your life.